So, Alex, how do you summarise the result from this week?
Yeah, well, I thought we were really good. We weathered the storm quite literally in the first half. It was a crosswind, loads of rain, and I thought the players were really mature in their performance level in the first half. They nullified the opponent to very, very little, and I think Workington scored a free kick, which Harry on another day will probably be wanting to do better with, but other than that and a strike from distance, he didn't really have a lot to do, and Julius went through and scored a really good goal in the first half, and it just put us in a really good position and enabled us to have a platform to build on in the second half with a win behind us, and there was real credit to the boys to make sure that they did get through that first half in the way that they did. Yeah, and then second half, we just felt at half time that the opponent hadn't done enough with the win behind them, and yeah, we really sort of pinned them in second half. Scored really two really good goals. First one was a well worked move, and Charlie took it really well, and then the second one, good cross from the left hand side. Charlie was able to stride in and took it in the bottom corner, but we had, I think it was 26 crosses, 23 shots over the course of the game. I think the only thing that didn't really happen is us score more goals, really. But credit to the opponent, they worked really hard. They made it difficult for us. Difficult place to go. Everyone knows that at Workington. But I thought the lads were an absolute credit to themselves and the club.
So you must have been very satisfied with the reaction you got from goal 1-0 down.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we never felt as though the game was going to get away from us even being 1-0 down, and we were happy to even go in at that at half time. But the lads had multiple opportunities in the first half, which in the wind and the rain and the tough conditions that we were facing, for us to be the better side in the first half and the second half was credit to them. But yeah, they're a unique bunch. They don't know when they're beaten, and they came out second half with a bit between the teeth and enabled themselves to get ahead of the game, and then really we probably should have sort of made this scoreline a little bit wider, but we didn't, and we kept the back door shut, which was credit to all of them.
Equalising just before half time must have settled the nerves as well. Yeah,
and they came in good spirits, and so they should, because they had worked really hard, and it was a really well moved goal, really. Passed through the lines, got into a good position through Jacob. He played a good pass over the top to Julius, and Julius showed that his pace and his power, and he was able to get inside and get his shot off and score a good goal.
Charlie with a second half brace, it must be pleased for him.
Yeah, he was disappointed not to get his hat-trick. He actually had one chalked off towards the back end of the game where he had lobbed the keeper, but the referee, I think, had seen a foul somewhere, I'm not too sure on where, on the keeper. I think it looks like Joe Rookin slides past him, but yeah, it was good from Charlie. He had a really tough year with us last year, sort of off and on with injuries and whatnot. So touch wood, he's been at it this year so far, and he got his brace, and he was more than deserving of it.
Is that sort of confidence that you want in these early stages of a career?
Yeah, definitely. And like all the lads, as a collective, they were really good as a group. Sort of everybody that started the game and everyone that finished the game, they all stuck to exactly what we wanted. They exploited the opponent in the areas that we felt as though we could exploit them. And yeah, on another day, it would have been a wider scoreline. But we created loads of chances, as I said, 23 shots, and loads of opportunities to score, which is a real positive.
Into the hat then, how will you look to build and progress on this one? Yeah,
so Macclesfield or Whitchurch Alport, who I think play tomorrow night. So yeah, we'll do our homework as we did with Workington. We'll make sure we know what they're all about, and yeah, we'll go in with every confidence. Like we've got filed on Wednesday, and we need to make sure that we negotiate that game right first and foremost, and then we go into the FA Youth Cup next week, where there'll be an expectation on the lads to perform as well as they have done again. And they're in good spirits. They're a good group. As I said earlier, they're a unique group. They're all really together, and they show the endeavour and the spirit and the never say die attitude that this club really wants and needs and has right at the heart of it. And you can see that within that group. And I'm hopeful and expecting them to be able to back that up next week.